H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Hello, everybody. This great Tuesday morning. A lot of stuff to get to. What's going on, Doug Jones? Let me do me a favor. Hey, Tammy Allen. And guess what? I just saw somebody I haven't seen before on the Chop Shop. Got a couple of people. Balls in your court. Before I go to the starting five, I just see some new people. We welcome Rhonda Bolton. Rhonda Bowlegs Bolton. What's up, Rhonda? I just saw some new people pop up that I haven't seen. They might have been on, but I haven't seen them. But let me shout out to my starting five, and those are the five people that I affectionately call the starting five because they are the first five people that sign into the feed of the show. And number one, let's go with Thaddeus Moody, Maite Cora, Rod Wells, Chris Charles, and Jessica Brooks. Boy, we got a mixture of men and women. And the sixth man of the day is Todd Holmes. And but shout out to everybody else. I just got to shout out to my starting five. But yeah, I just saw Shannon is in the building. Shannon Holmes is in the building. One of our resident attorneys is in the building. Y'all don't know. We got every walk of life on this Chop Shop. And I'm just proud to. Oh, you love that back. Thank you, Otha Brown. Say you love that background pic. If in case you wondering who those two beautiful ladies are, one is Lady Day, Billie Holiday, and Andra Day. Y'all, let me tell you something. If y'all go to my Twitter, please go because the interview so long with People Magazine. They were doing an interview when she won the Golden Globe. I didn't watch the Golden Globes because everybody said they boycott the Golden Globes. But when she won, people did. They did an interview at her house. It's just what I love about our people. One of her biggest idols is Regina King. Regina King came to a hotel room. She didn't even know it. She was up there getting an interview. Regina had her mask on, and her mom let Regina King in, and Regina King was behind her, and she turned around like she saw a ghost, and she stopped the interview. No, right in the middle of the interview, she went and hugged Regina King, y'all. It was unbelievable. Go if you follow me on Twitter. Go to Twitter. I posted it yesterday because it's 7 minutes long and I couldn't play 7 minutes there. But it's unbelievable interaction between two powerful black women. And I just love to see how I just love to see how people celebrating each other's success. Just like Rhonda, on this Chop Shop, we try to celebrate each other's success. And guess what? Help them through their failures. That's what the Chop Shop. If you're new to the Chop Shop today, that's what we about. Oh, this is Christy's sister. Yeah, that's what we do. We do. We're gonna celebrate with you, and I just love that. Go to my. I think it's Robert Hatter. I think it's Robert Hatter. My name on Twitter, and check that out. Or you can Google it. Andra Day and Regina King. Great. But let me start the day off, y'all. I got to start the day off. Heavy heart today. Heavy heart. Vernon Jordan. It kind of hurt me a little bit because he was one of my idols. I grew up idolizing, Vernon Jordan. Go Google him. I'm going to give you a breadcrumb so you can go and find out who this powerful man was. Another great one has left us. You know, he's a long time NAACP Legal Defense Fund board member, civil rights leader and businessman. Vernon Jordan, he passed, y'all. And it's hard to ever find words at this moment, especially for a guy who that was his idol. But rest in power, Vernon. Man, you are a man that I looked up to. I wanted to be like you. He's an Atlanta-born guy, Harvard Howard educated lawyer who fought in court to integrate the University of Georgia. I don't know if y'all knew that. Civil rights champion who led both the the United Negro College Fund and the National Urban League, and he was a trusted presidential counselor. He was a counsel of Bill Clinton, and now he's an honored ancestor. Man, that was my man. We're losing an entire generation, y'all, of civil rights leaders. Keith Fobb, Vernon Joy, John Lewis, Reverend C.T. Vivian, Reverend Joseph Lowry, Emma Sanders, Charles Evers, Elijah Cummings, Amelia Boyden Robinson, and so many, many more. May they all rest in power. And y'all, when I share y'all these historical facts, I do this so that you can identify. Somebody looks like me. You know, if he's a scientist, then I can be a scientist. If your kids growing up, you can emulate. It's called cultural conditioning. You know, if a kid, if the kid see it enough, he might. That's what he might want to be. And in what is culture? Everything that we do, everything we do, and let's not undervalue our own culture, y'all. When we have things like this, man, I have got to share it with you, cause and I got a word for y'all today. And I know we be doing a lot of this stuff, give out a lot of information that helps a lot of people. And the reason I say so, I get the emails. I get the emails that people, Rhonda and balls in your court, people who haven't been here before. If you see, because somebody asked me a great question yesterday. Robert, do you ever get tired of coming in here doing this chop shop? And you know what I told him? I used to. I used to get tired. I used to get tired. I don't get tired no more. I used to. But y'all, I told you I got two instances, in case you didn't know, that changed my life about this chop shop. The one time the lady sent me an email saying, thank you for saving my son's life. It's something you said that changed his trajectory and changed our family and helped save our family. I don't know what I said, y'all, that day, but I realized the awesome responsibility that Jimmy and I have every time. That's why I just don't play no games when I'm on this show. I ain't got time for foolishness. Yes, we're going to have time. We're going to have fun. I'm going to make you laugh. We're going to have fun. But man, it's some serious stuff. And this lady said, I help. And I replied to her. I said, what did I say? Because I wanted to know what I said. She never told me what she said, never emailed me back. And it's okay. And then one day we sitting down on the show one day. We was downtown. I never forget. We was downtown at the amazing 102.5. And a lady called in. She was, before she would go into her chemotherapy, she watches and listens to the Chop Shop every day before she go into her chemotherapy. And she said that this truly was the best 120 minutes of her day. She listened to us before. So no, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. And some of y'all don't have to like us. Y'all don't have to, but just respect the platform. Yes, we're going to talk about sports. Yes, we're going to talk about your son. Yes, we're going to talk about his son. Yes. But guess what? Our sons need to know more than just the dribble a basketball. Yeah, our sons need to know. I saw some, and what I was trying to say, this is my quote for the day. In the dreams that we give y'all on this chapter, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. The dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. So we got to get out there and get it. Man, it's a lot of stuff happening in the news today. I want to share some stuff. I don't want to just double dip with Jimmy. Thank you, Jonathan. I didn't want, because I just got so much stuff. to talk about. And it's Women History Month. So since Jimmy ain't got on yet, we'll get to talking all your sports stuff in a minute. I mean, because I don't. We're gonna talk about. Hope we talk about uh, um, Texas, the University of Texas. I finally, Jimmy didn't realize it, know it yesterday. I sent him the article, and I hope y'all went and read the article because I want your input. I want your sneakerheads out there, all you sneakerheads. I want your output on what happened in the Nike situation where the young man, and I'm gonna read that. I want y'all input. The young man's mother is an executive at Nike, a vice president at Nike, and he's been running a resale shop. What you call it? Yes, rebranding, reseller of sneakers, and and I mean we got to talk. I mean, you sneakerheads out there. I want to know what's up, Gary. I want to know, man. I read and I read and I read. It's some different stuff, and I love Nike, but I got another side of it. But the University of Texas, they got the some of the alumni saying we're gonna play this song, "Eyes of Texas," and I don't know. I've looked up some of the "Eyes of Texas" song. I just they said super super. I mean, they said about it's super super. It, I don't want to get too far ahead of it because I'll make the comments later when we talked about it. But those things I want y'all go Google it now. Of the Eyes of Texas in this song. Some of the alumni said, we ain't gonna get no money. If you don't play our song, if y'all don't play our racist song, then we ain't gonna get Texas no money. So it's a lot of that stuff going on. It's a lot of then my young fella, Jimmy ain't on. I can talk about him now. What's up, everybody? Have y'all been know? I know if you're a Texan, a Houston fan, and a Houston Rocket fan, but James Harden did something last night. Mindy, you can stop your ears up right now, Mindy, if you want to, if you don't want to hear this. Okay. But Mindy, y'all let me talk. What hey, Wesley Yates. James Harden become the first player ever to record 30 points, 15 assists, and 10 rebounds, and 0 assists. Excuse me, 0 turnovers since 1977. And I'm gonna give y'all a little help. The reason they said 1977, that was the first year they started charting turnovers. Before that, they wasn't charting them. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. And Mindy said, "What do you think about Abbott to lift the mat?" I don't like Greg Abbott that much, y'all. Uh, so if my mama says sometime, if you ain't got nothing good to say, Robert, just don't say nothing. I don't really like him that much, so I just don't. I mean, and and I don't like to talk about people that's in a wheelchair either. No, and that's serious. I don't. But I saw something this weekend. Somebody, friend of mine, my court, he took it down. But a friend of mine was out on Sunday, I think, and he was at a place Sunday and had his mask on. But I wanted to ask him the question, what the hell are you doing down here? Guys like us, we too old to be out in places like this on Sunday afternoon. It's place near downtown, and it was about 1,000 people in there, and he went through there just showing no mask. Nobody had no mask. I mean, and these out people. These wasn't the Trumpers. These wasn't the CPAC people. These people that look like me and you. And I don't know. No, I'm not gonna call that man that. No, Dale Griggs, you ain't gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But y'all, we got to be careful. So I'm still waiting on Jimmy. I'm trying to wait on him. But guess what? Hey, I might not wait no farther. Where my sneakerheads at? Let me talk to my sneakerheads. Uh, Lloyd Pierce, uh, the coach for Atlanta, got fired. He's the second coach that got fired this year. We'll talk about that. I'm trying to give y'all something. Chris Walker. I saw Chris Walker on TV last night. I got a chance to see him. Chris, me and you, if he's watching the show today, Chris and I, we got to get in the gym. We got to get in the gym. That was a little too much. Chris, that suit was a little too tight on you last night, boss. Couldn't button that one up. But y'all got to check him out on see. But he's absolutely one of the best in the business. Talking about college basketball on that set, he's absolutely great. But where are my sneakerheads? Where the mamas? Where the daddies? Where everybody who done bought their kids sneakers and try to go get them? You know, they call them the first run. I got to get the ones that don't nobody else say. Hey, the Johnson vaccine. Hold up, y'all. The Johnson vaccine has hit Houston. I'm ready. but y'all, I know y'all. See, y'all give me up, ladies and gentlemen who are not watching what I'm doing. I am looking at the Facebook and the YouTube feed, and they're saying stuff. I'm trying to talk, and they're saying stuff, and they get me off task. But I love the way they do it because it's so spontaneous, and I love the way they do it. But where are all the sneakerheads? Who out? Crystal, have you went out and tried to buy your kids some shoes, and they got this app? They got this app called Sneakers, and you post your money. I don't know you said you're trying to get the sneakers first. You know, the sneakerhead, Doug the sneakerhead. Where is the rest of the people? Cause I want to share something with y'all. Let me read this article. Hold on. Because I don't know with Jimmy. Jimmy might have a something to do with Sandra right now. Here's the headlines, and y'all know Nike. That's the label. They take care of us. But Nike executives leave following report about her son's business. Okay? Check this out. Wesley Yates. Bots. I know it's got something to do with robots, and then I know when they tell you to make sure you're not a bot that you have to go through this. What does a bot actually do? Is it an algorithm that change? What does a bot? Somebody explain to me, Wesley Yates, since you said it. What does a bot actually does? Tell me the importance of a bot. P-O-B-O-B-O-T-S. Please, I'm sorry. Stop it, Crystal. I messed up. Wesley Yates. Tell me what a bot is. Somebody help me with the bot. No bot is an account you can buy to get insight. Bot just replaces you. It replaces you. What you mean by replacing? Y'all be a little, because guess what? You got old people like me don't know. Replaces me. Or it makes a purchase for you. And you can make, that's my big. See, hey, you guys, man. Now y'all see why I love the women. I asked the guys a question. They going all around the damn bush. And Crystal said, Robert, it makes a, let me show you. Hold on, let me go back to show y'all what Crystal said. A matter of fact, I'm going to put Crystal on, okay, Keith Fobb. Okay, Keith Fobb came. Okay, Keith Fobb came with something. He said, bots, hold up, not Rick. No, I mean Crystal. I want Crystal. It makes a purchase for you, and they can make multiple purchases at a time. It moves faster than a human. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hey, I don't know it all. I promise y'all, I depend on y'all. I depend on y'all. Okay. All right. Let me read the story. Okay. Nike executive Ann Hubert abruptly left the company following a Bloomberg Business Week report that her son, Crystal Wicks, Tiffany Sanders, juxtapose yourself in Ann's position. I want y'all to be the mamas. All the women, I want y'all to be mama today. Okay? I want y'all to be mama. Okay, there go Jimmy. He finally coming on in here. Let me see. I want y'all to be mama today. Okay. About her son operating a business reselling sneakers and using a credit card in her name. Let me bring Jimmy in here and get him fixed up with let me get him fixed up with my girl. Let me see. Make sure he got the Lady Day and them in the background too. Hold on, Jimbo. Hold up. Now you got Tiger. I got you. I got to get you with Billie Holiday. Them. I got to get you with them girls in the back. Hold on. I'm still. Hold on, Jim. Yeah, hold on. Hey y'all, this. I love this. I love this being able to stop the show for Mr. Jim Hicks is in the building. God, I just stopped the show for him. Hey, that's Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy, I'm talking about Nike right now, Jimmy. So I'm just giving people a little breast. Okay, credit card in her name. Hubert, who served as vice president and general manager of North America. Miss Ann Hubert, who been there for 25 years. She served as vice president and general manager of North America at Nike. But she abruptly departed on Monday. It's yesterday, effective immediately. Nike said in a brief statement she had been in this role since June, overseeing Nike sales, marketing, and merchandising in the region, North America. Okay. The executive spent 25 years of her life at Nike, and I'm going to put it plain. I ain't going to read the rest of that shit. You spent 25 years, and you trying to help little Johnny out, and little Johnny get your ass fired. You got to get
Little Joe.
His name Joe. His name is Joe. And hold on. Jimmy, this stuff gets so good. I got so much inside of me, y'all. Hold on, mamas. Crystal Wicks. He didn't make one purchase. He's been selling them joints for a minute. Oh, I know he been selling for a minute. Hey, hold on, though. How would you feel as a mama? West Coast Joe. They call him tonight. Jimmy, West Coast Joe. Jimmy, did you see his hold up, Jimmy. Did you see his social media? Did y'all see?
Yeah.
Did y'all see him? Hold on. I got something else for y'all. Did you? Hold on. Did y'all? This what he posted. See what I told y'all about this? This social media gets your ass in trouble. He posting all this. Hold up, Jimmy. Oh, this West Coast Joe. Look at it. West Coast Jimmy. And what about the people who said, the mama might didn't know, Robert? Oh, Jimmy, what you always tell me, Jimmy, what you said? I got receipts.
No, that's not true. Let me explain it. Let me say the paperwork when they filed the LLC, the daddy actually filed the LLC for the company. The mama actually oversaw the app. The mama, she the one that opened and was the administrator on the app.
Jimmy,
so the young fella had.
Jimmy, you ain't talking about this LLC right here, right?
Yeah. So the daddy did that, right? and understand something. When you guys, it would be so funny because white privilege people, no matter what you do, white privilege they're seeing right through. You can put them documents on the screen, and it's not, it's not bad. It's just pointing out the obvious into how society is and how the world is. Put it like this. Let's say if Ann Hebert was Ann Hebert. What if that was Ann
Harris? Ann Harris.
I'm just saying, Hebert is sometimes pronounced Hebert. Like if you come from Louisiana, that's how Hebert.
Yeah, but Bobby Hebert was
Hebert, and that little Joe looked like that. What do you think the reception would be or the outcry would be?
Jimmy, it's an outcry now. We're talking about it.
It would be different.
Jimmy, it's an outcry now.
No. I'm saying, if this lady was black and that little boy, remember, he's 19 years old. So that means they filed.
What did
The
they do
daddy
that was
bought
illegal? They didn't
the
do nothing
daddy
illegal.
bought the yeah. It's the it's unethical. It's against the company policy.
That don't mean it's illegal.
Understand now, the legal part of it would be whether up to the authorities to figure out. But it's definitely a fireable offense, which she stepped down and resigned with grace and to a certain degree. But once again, if he's 19 right now, the son, the daddy filed the papers that you just showed. On that paperwork, it says 2018 on that paper.
Kid been working for a while.
So that means thank you.
Yes.
So
They just got caught,
2018.
Jimmy.
How old was he then? How old was the son then?
He was young. He waited in 19, not 3 years ago, 16.
So he was about 16 years old. In Enterprise, he reminded me Risky Business, Tom Cruise back in the day. So mind you, the daddy got the company and transferred the LLC to the son
when he got old enough.
1 year later. That might have been, let's say that he might have been 17 then. That means he got that for his graduation. But most people that get a LLC, understand the business. They're already doing business as with a DBA before an LLC comes. But mind you, follow me now.
But these business people, Jimmy, these people are business people.
But the West Coast streetwear.
Yeah.
For you to file an LLC for that mean you was doing business as, in all likelihood,
Jimmy,
would it be legally or illegally?
Jimmy.
Now I'm gonna tell you. Now hold on. Now I'm gonna tell you what the illegal came in at.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Yep. Uh-huh.
How much taxes do you think he paid off them shoes that he sold?
What? I mean, we don't know. We don't know.
I'm just telling you. We'll that's where.
If his dad and his mom, them kind of business people, I would beg to say they got they had the tax ramifications right. I would guess that they would. I'm just telling you. But guess what, Jimmy? I know y'all in an uproar about this, right? But y'all saying, but I got a question for y'all. What is the difference with what Jeffrey Jordan is doing with Brand Joy? He gets all the releases in the trophy room. He gets all the, what's the difference? Since we want, because there's some people talking about, what's the difference?
I'm going to tell you the difference in this young man. In this, remember, there's a spark, fire. So the fire that happened with this situation was the most recent purchase.
The Yeezys. He bought the Yeezys.
And what kind of sneaker is Yeezy?
Adidas.
Bingo. So your ass going over there across the street and buying them shoes up with a Nike corporate card. He used his mom's Amex Platinum
to go and
buy some Adidas. So there you go.
What's wrong with that?
What the hell you mean? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
You use a corporate account, unauthorized use of a credit card.
Wait a minute. No. I thought it was her credit card.
He used his mama's platinum credit card.
But it wasn't the company's credit card. It was a personal credit card.
It was corporate. It was corporate card.
Oh, if it was a corporate card, it was a problem.
It's a corporate card.
I didn't read that. I heard the mama's personal credit card.
This story that I got.
Okay. All right.
And from one of the newspapers said it was the corporate
If
card.
it was Nike corporate card, I see why she had to resign. But I'm trying to see I don't still see what the illegal part of it is.
I just gave it to you.
That's not illegal.
Unauthorized use of a credit card, Heather.
No, a company card. Look, Jimmy, when you use a company card, hold on. When you use a company card, you just got to pay for the purchase, Jimmy.
Unauthorized use. That's not your card.
Jimmy, she's a vice president.
The boy bought the order, Hannah, according to the boy got to take the hit. The mama, even though the mama knows it, the boy, come on, Hannah, come on. You know, even me and you had our mamas. We gave the car we had authorization to go and order some stuff back in the days. Remember, my mama let me order some flower seeds.
American Express is non-transferable.
Adam, unauthorized use of a credit card.
You didn't hear what I said. I just agreed with you. I just agreed with you. I said American Express is non-transferable. That means you don't supposed to charge on nobody's credit card. Did you understand what I said? I was trying to help you out. You must have hear me.
I was talking while you was trying to help me out.
Okay. So, all right. So, all I'm saying is, I don't know if it's the corporate credit card. I hadn't read that yet. They just said a card. What I read, the Bloomberg report and Forbes, they said the mama's credit card with her name on it. That's all I saw.
No, it had her name on it, but it also has the bottom of the company. It's the company name on it as well. Just like on my Amex, it has my name at the top, but it got RCS Sports on the bottom. So it had her name on it, but it also had Nike Inc. on the bottom of the card. So that means sometimes if I make a purchase, I can make a purchase and use, when they say what name, and they ask me the name over the phone, I can say my name, or I can say the company.
Jimmy, first of all, Daryl Richards said, if my son used my government credit card, I'm going to jail. First of all, he ain't went in the store and used it. Jimmy, we don't know who typed that damn number in there.
Alan.
The mama could have typed it in there.
Let's understand something. You gave them the credit that's due of the family of being of a certain status of literacy when it comes to, trust me, this young man in those photos, he's displaying ownership.
I said
when he's taking the pictures of those stuff.
You said it's illegal. All of y'all talking about it's illegal about the credit card. What if all he did is type the number? If he ordered them online, let's see what so he went to the store. Hold on.
Once you got the number, once you have the number, and all you need is the code and the 4 digits on the front. It's 3 digits So you don't need a card no more. You don't need a card no more. You don't need it.
But
you don't need a card.
What if the mama ordered it? She could have.
Listen. You're saying the mama could have ordered it, but that's that boy's business. Why in the hell would mama order what he knows what he wants? He's taking care of his business. That's his business. And my thing is, I'm upset. He had 600 pairs, and this is what I like him. And they only say they made 20,000 off that batch. Do the math. 600 pairs. And you only made 20 grand off of 600 pairs. A Yeezys, the markup is at least $100 a pair. At least $100 a pair. That's funny as hell. Ain't no way in the hell that you only made 20 grand off of 600 pairs of Yeezys. Ain't no way. It's impossible.
Now you counting them folks, Pop.
No. I'm just knowing the streets. And knowing that anybody out, you guys know what my guy Doug Jones. He's a sneaker aficionado. There ain't no way in the hell. And this is how it goes, Al. Whenever they pop you, it's like back in the days on them streets. Whenever they pop you or they come to you with a case, they're claiming that you moved this much, and you'll be like, man, or you was making this much. Could they have a formula? And they say, no, that's a lie. I ain't do all that. Now, I did this. That's part of your plea, the ones that do the plea bargain. But I ain't do all that. Oh, how much you made? No, man, I only made this, man. It was tight. I just tried to help my friends out.
Jimmy, some companies difficult. My tell you, I know what you talking about. But I've had a company credit card before, and I've made personal purchases, and I've been able to reconcile that account. I've done that before. So I guess all companies are not made the same.
Alan, remember, we're talking about 3 years in the running. He's been doing this for at least 3 years. So this we're looking at. We're looking at the book backwards. We're thinking about the purchase
No,
of
no,
the
I'm
last
not looking
batch.
at nothing backwards. I'm
So you
sitting here
can't.
saying
You're not
this one.
reconciling. You're not reconciling 2018. You're not reconciling. They can
No, no,
go
no, no,
back about
Jimmy,
6
Jimmy, Jimmy.
months.
Excuse me, Jimmy. I wasn't even talking. I'm addressing what somebody's saying to me that's on the Facebook feed. I'm not addressing nothing you talk. You just keep talking about what you talk. I'm talking about Monte saying that you can't make a personal purchase on a company credit card. It has been done before. I've done it. So that's the point I was trying to make. So back
And look, Gary say on one of the sneaker websites, say they made Sneaker Heat says that they estimates that this young man made $500,000 off that batch easy. I'm telling you, them Yeezys, dude, that's a hell of a markup on them shoes.
I know.
A hell of a markup. And you had 600 pairs?
Jimmy,
600.
He
Dude,
was supposed to
pairs?
make money off it. He was doing it to make money.
Understand, you claim you only made 20 grand to the authorities. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So once again, the stage is being set for tax evasion. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you've already, in your deposition, you're already saying what you made, and this is what you did. So I'm telling you, they got so many, it depends on how
so
much.
So you saying him and the mama and the dad are going to jail. That's what you saying.
No, what they'll do is who's going to take the hit? Who's going to take the hit? Just like in the NCAA scandal a couple of years ago, a lot of those parents took the hits for their kids. Right. Who going to take the hit for this right here? Mama already took one hit by resigning, but that ain't enough. Now, it just depends on who picks up the case and if they're going to pursue of a grand jury of their peers and decides to, if the case is presented to them, if they decide to pick it up and pursue. But they're in Portland, Oregon. They're in Oregon.
What that means?
The chances are jury your peers really mean a jury your peers if you're a certain color. That's what that means. That's what that means. And so,
but hey, Jimmy, the IRS don't care about your jury peers.
That's what I'm saying. Depending on who wants to pick it up. If one of the district courts decide, that's what I'm saying.
But you said it's an IRS. If this is an IRS case, that's a federal case.
Yes, if they decide to pursue, that's what I'm saying. If they decide to pursue, or if they just say, you know what, guess what? Who knows? That dude, remember all the stuff that happened in Oregon just a couple of months ago? All of the civil unrest that was taking place in Portland, right around it. The dad might be part of the fraternity. And he throw up his deuce, or throw up his, what do they call it? Throw up his Kappa sign. What Walt Yates said. The white folk got a Kappa sign for y'all now. The same sign you use when y'all throw your noops up, that's what they throwing up. Part of their fraternity.
You just made me think of something. I can't imagine that's the only Nike employee that's doing this. If they thought of it, somebody at Nike, because guess what, Jimmy? All it is, Nike is not losing, Jimmy. Nike didn't lose nothing. Nike, they might have got mad that you bought them Adidas, but Jimmy, he was also using his mom's discount and going buying the Nike shoes too, Jimmy. And that's why he had a garage full of them. Hold up. Y'all got that? Man had a garage full of them things, man. Hold up. Where that little fella at?
That wasn't a garage. That was a warehouse.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That means you paying rent.
I'm sorry. Hold up.
And you're doing business.
Yeah, that's a warehouse.
That's a warehouse.
That's wild. Yeah. Look at him, Jimmy. He balling, Jimmy. Jimmy, he got his man. Jimmy, social media, this is what it'll do for you. Jimmy, he the one probably got these folks hit, man. Social media, because people were, Jimmy, you got to understand, they own Michael Jordan's son too. Because Michael Jordan, you can't get certain Jordans, he is the only one can get. And you got to buy them from him. Oh, it's some. Hey, they after. Hold up, they after Jeffrey Jordan too. I'm just letting you know. It's some people after him. I got a note after note after note. It's people after him too, cause he's doing the same thing. Wow. Oh.
Shout out to all the noops out there. They done stood up. They say I'm going in uncharted territory. The noops, because they banded together.
Jimmy, I talked about one of our civil rights heroes, Vernon Jordan, and I found out he's a Q. So with all the Qs, Vernon Jordan was my hero. I didn't know he was a Q until yesterday. To today. And I didn't know, but shout out to Q's coach, Vernon Jordan. I'm going to repeat it again. One of my heroes, he passed away this weekend with his family and friends around him. But Jimmy, this is unique. I wonder, is Nike going to do anything about it? Because Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. Sneakers, I thought, and Doug, y'all help me. This little site called Sneakers. Nike owns that too. That's the resale site. They own that too. So they get money over here and get money over here. So y'all, I don't buy them sneakers like that, y'all. I ain't gonna talk about Jimmy, you remember? I'm gonna tell you when this craze started to me, Jimmy. Who all remember when the Cool Grays came out? Huh? Jimmy, I got a great story. The Cool Grays. Lil Rob was in school, Jimmy. He was in high school. They called the Cool Grays. Who already remember that? They was Jordan and all gray, Jimmy. It was people standing outside the line at the malls all over the city of Houston. They were spending the night and camping out in the chairs and tents, Jimmy. I'll never forget it. I drove my son by it. I said, man, if I ever see you standing in a damn line like that. I said, look at all the valuable time these people spend in line to spend some money when they could have been making some money. And Jimmy, the next 2 days, I made a phone call and was able to have him at his desk. I said, man, let me tell you something, son. Put yourself in a position where you ain't never standing in a line to pay for somebody else's stuff, ever. And I never forget that, man. What is the craze, Jimmy? Everybody want it first. Yeah, StockX is another site. It's a couple of more sites out there, Darryl Bonds. Y'all, we can't keep Jimmy, I'm not mad at little old Joe though. What you call West Coast Joe? Because people are out here standing in line to pay for this mess, Jimmy.
Well, standing in line and playing. That's part of
I don't believe it.
That's part of their marketing, and that's like in concerts. If some people that don't understand why a lot of people are standing in line, if a certain artist or a certain group is coming in town and they're standing in line for hours in the same facet,
I won't go.
And it's the same. It's similar to the way that what you would do if you have an affection or for something. So they're investing their time into the purchase. That's on them. But I do know one thing. Here's what didn't happen. The black market for sneakers, by default,
Jimmy, it's not called black market though.
Well, the under market of them.
They call it the resale.
Still, for it to be resale can necessarily mean you can get something. Like you got resale shops with clothes. People can go. I can go and take this, take it to the cleaners, take it to the shop over our Bissonnette, and they'll sell it to you tomorrow. But I'm talking about when you're buying something that's earmarked for sale. And it's like, in other words, if Nike sends a box, they are not, let's put it in more common terms. The grassroots teams that are sponsored by the sneaker lines, they get abundance of product earmarked for their programs. How much product they get based on the contract, an agreement that they have signed. Now, that product that they are given in their paperwork, in their agreement, it states it's not to be resold. It's not to be resold, meaning that if a guy that owns a sneaker has a sneaker program and you catch him out there selling sneakers, that's immediate grounds for termination of the contract. Now, have people sold sneakers? Yeah, kids have, because kids, I'm talking about, but the gear, the product didn't go directly to the kids who play. It went to, that's why a lot of times, one of the reasons, of course, for NCAA purpose, but that's why a lot of reasons that the regular flow of that product, that's the regular flow. Now you have irregular kids out there that get that if you're good enough, your boxes will come to your house.
We got to take a break too, Jim. We got to take a break. We didn't went too far. We got to take a break. But if you got, you can wrap that on up.
Back and we'll talk some more basketball and continue some conversation from yesterday as well. Chop Shop, you guys hold right there. Share the show.
Yeah,
share the show right
I got
now.
something else.
It's going down today on the Chop Shop.
Oh, it's going down. Oh yeah, Chop Shop. We'll be back.
Tammy Allen here, your relationship coach. Tell me, do you and your partner feel like you're struggling to communicate and have begun living like roommates? No need to worry. I can teach you new, healthy communication skills to improve your relationship. I provide coaching via teleconferencing from the convenience of any location, including your own home. Call me today to schedule your first appointment at 713-597-4499, or you can find more information at my website, www.allencounselinggroup.com. I look forward to working with you.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hall, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But Jimmy, I'm trying to see how these people mention this and that. We talking about resale. Y'all, we ain't talking about sale tail. We said retail. Resale. How did this and that get on there?
No, because I mentioned before we went to the break, I mentioned about the resale shop. I mentioned about the shirt could be in the resale shop off Bissonnette, and somebody took Bissonnette. I didn't realize Bissonnette, guys. If you don't live in Houston, that street it's pretty long, but one end of that street is
one stretch
about maybe 4, 5, 6 blocks of that street is basically a hostro. And
do you have to be so graphic? A hostro?
That's what they call it. That's what his name is. A hostro. Now it's a different.
I thought it was a hooker haven.
Well, a stroll.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you, man.
When they call it a stroll, that means when you see the ladies are walking and they're strolling up and down the boulevard without shame, whether it be daylight or darkness, they're strolling up and down. That's why they call it. Back in the days when I grew up, right down the street from where I grew up, was Jensen Boulevard in Fifth Ward.
Yeah.
That was called in a certain part of Jensen. Matter of fact, my daycare was right across from a school called White's. That was known as Victory Prep when it first opened up. They bought the old White's department store. My nursery school was right across the street called Head Start.
So you started.
And so the girls would actually stroll outside the gate when I'm there playing with the kickballs and stuff, and playing with swinging.
So you was talking to hoes early in your life.
No, I learned what they were. People just, you didn't. I mean,
Jimmy, how far was it from the House of Brown?
They will always be cool with the kids. Hey, kid, you want some candy? Yeah.
Jimmy, how far was that from the House of Brown? How far that stroll?
No, that's on the other end of Jensen. That's
okay.
The House of Brown. Okay. Back then, the House of Brown is Jensen and Tidwell. This right here is like Jensen and Quitman. Right off Jensen and Quitman, between Quitman and Collinsworth is where that one whole stroll. And they had another whole stroll down there on Lowndes Avenue. Lowndes Avenue was like the Black Wall Street of Fifth Ward was Lowndes Avenue. All you had the matinee. You had all type of stuff on that businesses up and down Lowndes Avenue and Jensen. Right there where where Pastor Jackson's church is, right in behind it. That's what it was. Anybody in Fifth Ward, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Jimmy, stop, Jimmy. You made me think about something. Hey, y'all can go to YouTube, and I want y'all to Google "Lady Sings the Blues." Okay, Diana Ross. This was a Barry Gordon production. Jimmy, Billie Holiday is depicting Billie Holiday. She was working in the whole house, not in the store. She was in the whole house, and this old man came in there. His name was Big Ben. Talking about what he gonna do to her, right? Y'all got to go check that part where she was just Big Ben talking about what he gonna do to a girl. So, please, somebody watch that and come back to me tomorrow and tell me about what Big Ben said. But Jimmy, you and your knowledge of these whole shows is killing me. But where we going next?
Next, of course, we talk a little hoops, man. It's that time. Get some hoops in, and of course, the NBA. God, the All-Star break is approaching. Jimmy Butler turned down an opportunity to be in the All-Star game. Who's the last person to turn it down? That he was an alternate. It's been a while. We've been thinking about it. That's actually said, "No, I'm good. Y'all keep that." You didn't pick me at first. I'm good with that.
Jimmy, a lot of people don't want to be there anyway. Ain't gonna be no fans there. Ain't gonna be no parties. Ain't gonna be nothing. Jimmy, they gonna fly in and fly out.
Can't go nowhere.
Can't
go nowhere. They can't go anywhere. So Jimmy Butler turned down, I think, the spot that's opened up, I think, from Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant is not going to play.
No, I thought somebody else took Kevin Durant's. I thought Sabonis took Kevin Durant's place. Somebody else must have bowed.
Sabonis, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy Butler turned it down. They gave it to Sabonis.
Oh, he turned it down. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't remember that.
They went to Jimmy Butler first.
Okay,
he turned it down, and so that's one piece of news. Now, also, what you got?
No, they mentioned. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. Harlem Nights was off the chain, but I'm gonna leave that alone. They talking about HK. That place was off. That's a landmark. But keep going. Let's keep on. We ain't gonna get off on that. But that was a landmark. Now, what else you got about the All-Star?
Hold on. Fellas. Harlem Nights or Foxes? I'll let y'all think about it.
Let's move on.
Harlem Nights or Foxes? Which one had at their heyday? Which one was the best? Not the longevity. We know Foxes last the longest, but which one had the best experience for you guys? Give it to me.
I ain't gonna lie. I've had some awesome experience in both of them places. I'm gonna just tell the truth. When I was a youngster. Let's not even talk about it.
My man Bobby Benjamin said, Hicks, you got a lot of knowledge about them strolls. No, hey, I had cousins that that they taught, some people you can have your son or daughter in the car with you, and you can drive by and you can act like they see that something don't look right with the women on the street. Either you can take that time out to make it a teachable moment to explain to them what it appear that they are probably doing, or you just keep going, act like it don't happen, like they didn't see it. Well, I had the people that would tell me, because I was the curious one, they would tell me what's going on. Hey man,
Jim,
this is what they doing. And I would say, well, why? She ain't got no money. Well, this is how they do. And they would explain that to me.
right.
This wasn't my mama. This is my cousins.
Yeah.
In Fifth Ward.
But Jimmy,
so that my cousins would explain that stuff to me.
Jimmy, that's the oldest profession known to man. That's the oldest profession. A man gonna want something, he can't get nothing. If he can't talk his way into something, he gonna buy it. But Jimmy, Harlem Nights, the reason I have to get him to nod, because I knew the ownership and I had a free reign. I had, certain real estate in there so I have to give Harlem Nights that nod. Chris was a consummate host. So let's go to the next. What's the next topic?
Yeah, man.
What's the next topic?
and of course, we're talking about basketball last night. Of course, the Brooklyn Nets are back on their winning ways. Overtime over San Antonio, won 9 out of the last 10. Without Kevin Durant, they are rolling along, and they've crept to within a half game behind Philadelphia in the Eastern Conference. Only a half game out. And meanwhile, the hottest team in the league, Miami, believe it or not, guys, Miami just won 6 straight. And they still don't have a winning record.
That's right. 17-17.
Miami have won 6 straight and still don't have a winning record. Speaking of don't having a winning record, the New Orleans Pelicans, who beat Utah last night.
Great game last night.
Yeah?
Great game.
But they don't have a winning record. And the thing is, at some point, remember, they got a new coach. Stan Van Gundy has way more talent than
Lloyd Pierce.
Minnesota.
Lloyd Pierce.
He has way more talent than Minnesota. He has more talent than Atlanta. He has more talent than Houston Rockets. He has more talent than the Detroit Pistons.
But he get a label. This is his first year, though, Jimmy.
Oh, that's what it is.
Honeymoon.
And you see,
Honeymoon.
Speaking of Stan, he went to social media to defend
Lloyd Pierce.
Lloyd Pierce, who's the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks and was terminated on yesterday. So now, since he went to bat for him, it's only likely that Stan Van Gundy finds a spot on his bench for Coach Pierce. And we see it. That's how I go. And another topic that I'm gonna see, and we go to our next break because yesterday Chris Walker had a very intriguing topic. He told me after the show. I said, "Well, why you didn't tell us you want to bring that up?" And he wants to talk about, and that is dealing with. He hinted at it with the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is he gonna come back? Call back?
I don't know. I'll check with him in a minute. He asked. I haven't talked with him today, and a hell of a topic. But let's get back to some NBA stuff now.
Hey, Jimmy, let me help you out. Did he say anything about? Is it on the lines that how many black coordinators he have and he's hired, or he don't have a tree?
How many he didn't hire?
He didn't hire,
and why?
Okay.
And then on top of that, you got a white head coach that got a whole flock of them and just won a Super Bowl.
And I can tell you the difference. Well, we'll talk about it later. I know the difference. He don't run none but his shoes over there. I'm just letting you know at Pittsburgh. But
then the head coach made a defense, and that's the thing. The defense sometimes is your response can sometimes get it be what at a moment where you can just realize you just shut your mouth, just kept your mouth closed. His response, and we'll talk about that whenever Chris comes back, I'll get back with him. But now, last night, mentioned the Brooklyn Nets over the Spurs in overtime. Harden finished with 30, 15, and 14. And Kyrie had 27. Brooklyn is rolling. They're having fun right now. Now it looks like when KD comes back, he's going to be well rested. The thing about it is going to be the chemistry part. When you come back in, that ain't the problem. But the rhythm is going to be that's really important. A lot of people don't
Jimmy,
really
you
understand.
get a better defender. You get a better defender and an efficient scorer. With him, it just, I understand. Well, I know it's so easy to say that, but with him, you get a better defender and a more efficient scorer to put. Now, who it might affect is the LeBron kid that been playing good, Bruce Brown. It might affect the bench guys, but Kevin Durant, I mean, he's a better defender and an efficient player. So I think, but I am glad I'd rather have those kind of problems than the problems the Houston Rockets are having now. They might get this guy fired in his first year, Jimmy.
You know what? If the Rockets,
I'm just telling you. I'm just saying.
It would be bittersweet if that happened. It would be. You talking about the Rockets?
Yeah.
Does any player in uniform with the Houston Rockets have that type of pull? That's the thing. I don't think
to do what?
To go and to say basically, I don't want to play for him. He ain't doing his job. To get a coach fired, I
don't think they should get him fired. He ain't did nothing.
When it comes, that's how it starts. Like in Atlanta, people in the basketball circles understand. Lloyd Pierce wasn't the favorite coach of Trae Young. I
didn't know that.
Oh, absolutely not. Wasn't the favorite coach of Trae Young.
Oh.
So that means, understand. So that means the bosses made a decision. We're gonna go with the coach, or we're gonna go with you. They went with the future.
So he got that man fired.
He didn't keep him there. Put it like that. Let's just put it like that. He damn sure didn't keep him there. And remember, something similar happened with Kevin McHale when he was with the coach of the Rockets. Kevin McHale was the coach, and that last year, it took only 11 games. And they was like, "Oh man, hell with this dude, man. We ain't coming back. We thought we were gonna build new stuff this year. We thought we was gonna have a change and have a more comfortable system this year. It's the same old stuff it was last. No, man. You gotta do something about this dude. 11 games. Bye, y'all. Gone. But now, speaking of basketball, I was looking at the stats, Adam.
Okay.
Which this season, really and truly, I'm just gonna confess. I'm waiting to the playoffs in this basketball season.
Why?
I'm waiting to the playoffs.
Why?
Because it's so many stories that you understand, the storylines that we need to just get to the playoffs so we can get to the good part.
No, I like this.
I understand. Brooklyn is great. The Lakers are defending champs.
Philly is nice.
Kawhi and Paul George put it together. Is Utah the real deal, or is Utah just 2021 version of the Houston Rockets?
I like that,
the
regular season. What's wrong with that?
Champ. Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Let's move on. Let's slide on through this. Let's get to the playoffs.
See, man, you don't like the process. See, you one of these people in this microwave generation. You don't like the process. Jimmy, trust the process. Why don't you trust the process, Jimmy?
Trust the process.
You just want to. Hey, girl. Hey, Jimmy. Just take your clothes off. Let's get to it. You don't want to hug and you don't want to take them to dinner, Jimmy. Come on now. Let's enjoy these games. It gives the younger players a chance to. Jimmy, coach, with this attrition with the COVID, Jimmy, we got to play this thing out because think about it, Jimmy. You know why I found out why the NBA look to have 82 games, but it ain't but 72 this game? Because they want to see who can go through a grueling season and still manage to come out and go to the playoff and still win. And you want to just forget about the season. You just want to forget about the season and jump straight. Come on, man. Come on. That ain't right.
Oh man.
I know.
I
See you over there. I see them people talk. See, hey, y'all stay off Lions Avenue. Hey, y'all some nasty old men out here, man.
Oh man. Oh man. Say man.
But what else you got NBA wise? And get your mind off of Jensen Drive right quick. Come on,
coaches, man. Now, the NBA talk, of course, we talked about Harden a while ago. Now his name has emerged as an MVP candidate. And
I'm so used to that.
And the thing is, you know, it's funny as hell because
come on, you got to get your jab in. Come on. It ain't like you if you don't get one.
Understand something. In that conference right now, truth be told, in all honesty, Joel Embiid is putting in some freaking work.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
This is what I call when you're performing, whether a person like you or not, you got to say, man, you know what? Dude working, man.
Yeah, he do.
Dude don't have a whole lot to work with.
He got Ben Simmons.
Adam.
Jimmy.
You're playing. Yeah, I'm just saying a whole lot. Yeah, he got Ben Simmons.
He got Harris.
Tobias Harris has came back. Understand, Tobias Harris is an all-star. He's not a superstar.
But
he's an
Jimmy,
all-star.
I'll take an all-star right along now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but he's not a superstar. You know, over James Harden has 2 superstars. He has 2 Hall of Famers on the side of him. 2. Come on now. They don't, and you.
One of them is a gift. One of them is a limp right now. One of them is a limp right now.
Yeah, but guess what? Before he went out, he showed you what he capable of. KD came and showed everybody. Oh, y'all, keep that rattling if you want to.
Hey, but you know Harden to be in town tomorrow, right? You know he'll be playing the Rockets tomorrow, right? You heard what Kyrie said. Man, one of y'all got something to say about Harden, y'all got to go through me. So he talking to you, Jimmy. I promise you, I'm gonna give him your number. I'm gonna give Kyrie your number.
Kyrie, this is the wrong city for Kyrie to come in there talking that smack. Kyrie needs to hold tight. Hold tight. You've been hanging around Duke a little bit too long, bro. It's the wrong time, man. Just be cool with it. You know, get at the 4th season. Now, do you think the Brooklyn Nets are gonna stay at the 4th season, or are they gonna stay at Fertitta Place?
Oh no, man! You know where they gonna stay. I can't tell nobody. Well, shit, they gonna stay at the 4th season. That's they ain't gonna stay. Why would they stay at Fertitta's Place?
There's a couple of teams that have stayed there.
Not them. Coach,
not during the COVID. Not during the COVID. I'm talking about last season.
No. You remember I tried to get the Clippers to go there, and I had the deal done. Obama said, "No, hell no. I don't want to stay in the hotel the owner of the other team owns."
Yeah, but guess who stayed there? The Lakers stayed there.
Okay.
The Lakers stayed there.
Yeah, they don't care.
They stayed there. The Atlanta Hawks stayed there.
Okay. I know the Clippers. I tried to get the Clippers there because they was gonna hook me up, Jimmy. You know, we gonna have a room anytime we want.
Right.
They had me hooked
up. I was over them. The Lakers came to town.
Uh-huh.
That lobby. You talking about a whole stroll,
Jimmy? They done messed it up a little bit when that dude shot that dude in the lobby outside the door. It messed up everything. It ain't like it was. You know, it ain't. It's a little different. It's a little different now. But who else you got? What else you got on NBA?
Now, I mean, that's pretty much out on the NBA.
That matters.
Side.
Okay.
We got NCAA news. The NIT is moving from Madison Square Garden to Dallas, Texas this month.
Somebody called me and asked me about that.
The NIT now is going to take place March the 17th through the 20th is the first round.
So all the teams going to be in Dallas.
They're only taking 16 teams.
That's a lot of teams. So that's going to be their bubble in Dallas.
Yeah. But they're going to use North Texas and the G League facility in Frisco. That'll be the first primarily the primary location. University of North Texas for the first round, and the G League bubble or the G League place. That's right there next to Plano. Now, the thing is with the NIT, will North Carolina accept the bid? Will Kentucky accept the bid? Because they're going to get invited. Will they accept their bids for the NIT? Or will those schools pack it up and say, we're Duke? Accept the bid. Well, Duke is probably going to get what place is Duke in now? Al, we got to look them up.
Jimmy, they got to win out, Jimmy. They talked about them today. They ain't gonna win out.
They still might get an NCAA bid, but for us, they still might get an NCAA bid.
What, they gonna get a 16 seed?
No, it'll be higher than that. They'll help them out. They'll look out for them.
Yeah,
they will be higher than that. I'm looking them up. Duke, you guys.
Duke bad shape, Jimmy. I was looking at the watch. I saw an article about them, and now I can't even find it. I should have kept it. But yeah, they said Duke in bad shape, pimp. Yeah,
I see it right here. They right in the middle. Yeah, Duke could get an invite.
11-9, get you Duke in.
They're 11-9.
Okay.
They're 11-9.
Yeah.
They'll get an invite. They'll end up being like a 12th seed.
Okay.
10th seed. Yeah.
Doug like Duke. He said we not making it to Doug. Who is we? Doug talking about we not making the tournament. Who is we, Doug? Doug like some weird team. Doug like a Duke, and Doug like a New England Patriot. He likes some Donald Trump type team.
Now the question is, I'm looking at the standings. A team like an SMU, are they in the NCAA tournament? I mean, they haven't played. Remember, they shut it down again. They shut it down twice.
Jimmy, have you seen the latest Joe Lunardi? They ain't even in the 4 out of 4 in.
Who, SMU not?
No. Let me look up on Joe Lunardi.
But SMU is in 4th place in the AAC, and they haven't played a lot of games. Understand? Because of COVID, COVID has hit their team twice this season. So they recently sit out because I saw little Kendrick Davis about a week and a half ago. He was in town, and that was 1 week ago. It wasn't a week and a half. A week ago, he was in town, and SMU's 11-4.
Jimmy, they got him. Jimmy, they did. Hold up. They say on the bubble. They the next 4 out. The next 4 out is St. Louis, SMU, Syracuse, and Memphis. Memphis got to be U of H on Sunday. The first 4, the next 4, hold up, Jimmy. They the second 4 out. Oh my God, they the second because the first 4 out. You're right, Jimmy. Duke, Michigan State, Indiana, and Utah State. The next 4 after that is St. Louis, SMU, Syracuse, and Memphis. Wow. This from Joe Lunardi, the bracketologist. Wow. I mean, it's some interesting stuff, Jimmy. Guess who the last 4 in is, Jimmy?
Oh.
Drake, Seton Hall, Xavier, and Georgia Tech. Because Georgia Tech got a couple of big wins.
Georgia Tech.
Got a couple of big wins. Yeah. They the last 4 in.
And speaking and Georgia Tech, understand, we're talking about a team that's above Duke
They all
in
on
the
the bubble.
standing.
They all on the bubble now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, speaking of um,
It's unique.
college basketball,
Uh-huh.
I want to give a shout out.
Dude,
Got a phone call day before yesterday,
what's that?
and that from Terrence T.J. Johnson,
Yes.
head coach at Texas State,
Yes.
and that's in the Sun Belt Conference.
Okay.
And TJ just took over this job. Remember, a year ago,
Yes.
the head coach at Texas State then was Danny Casper. Danny Casper was, after a long, hard, drawn out process, the board decided to relieve him of his duties after he allegedly made comments towards some of the black players and in the heighten of the sensitivity that a lot of people have right now. And so TJ took over as interim
Right.
head coach.
Mm-hmm.
This team, Texas State, came in third place last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of their best seasons in a mighty long time.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people didn't want TJ to even be granted the opportunity to take over this team for this year. Some people, a lot of people, black people, wanted Texas State to proceed with a search, and let's go on and get a new coach in here, and let's get, in other words, just looking right over him. Mind you, TJ, his fingerprints is directly on over more than half of the scholarship players on that roster. Remember now, TJ, right before, he was a coach that was hired from the sidelines of grassroots basketball. So for a lot of people,
What where at?
like Walt Yates,
Mm-hmm.
who you can't stand grassroots basketball, it serves its purposes. Chris Walker was hired from the sidelines, even though he had a track record and was a coach before. Hell, TJ was a coach before too. I met him when he was at Samford back in the day.
Where did TJ? What program did he coach under?
He coached in Texas Pro.
Oh, he was with
Marlon
Lowe. Okay.
So he walked in the door with about 2 or 3 guys, including Nigel Pearson, who's the all-time leading scorer at Texas State.
Okay.
All time.
Okay. Well, let's talk about TJ. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? So so a lot of times people get quiet on stuff. TJ is in the Sun Belt. He's 18-6.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to win 20 games this year.
Okay.